What is up today, guys? It's Mystic Dreamcatcher, and today we have What If Noah won Total Drama Island. You guys have been waiting for fucking ever for this, and here I am, finally to it. I think I have a little bit of a plan going. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, Noah, my boy, let's see. So, deadass, I'm just gonna say the first two episodes remain the same. Then we get to Dodgeball, where Noah gets out. So let's say realistically it is like Owen and Harold like in the finals. Now Noah, I'm not gonna change Noah's personality that much just for the sake of this. So I'm gonna assume he's still on the fucking bleachers and saying, you know, rah rah. And realistically, Owen versus Harold, it's Owen's every day. Just Harold won because of plot armor. And this is sad seeing Harold lose here, considering this is like one of his most key moments in the show. But at the same time, I do feel like Owen would clap Harold. Now, would that be the cause of Harold going out? Because he was, you know, like the last contestant standing. And Tyler fucked it up majorly for everyone. But at the same time, you wanna know who's worse than these two? Sadie. Because every time that bitch walked out onto the damn court, she got instant hit with a ball. So I'm assuming they tired of her shit. They tired of losing. Alright, and I think Justin getting out where he does would make sense. I don't see why Noah would keep him around or have any plans to. Alright, now this is the Sucky Outdoors. The one where Katie and Sadie fail for the rest of their team. But without Sadie, that means Katie gets to be with the rest of the group and not fuck up. So I'm assuming this group actually wins this kind of challenge. And this one loses. However, Noah is smart, so if he was actually able to make it to this episode, I feel like he would be able to help tremendously with nature. And so I feel automatically Gwen and Lashana might not be putting his name up. Same thing with Trent, since he's a simp for Gwen, along with Cody. Now at this point, Heather, Beth, and Lindsay are in an alliance. And Izzy did like dress up as a bear, fucking scare the shit out of them all the good shit. I think that would be, you know, that would probably be the right choice. Alright, now 17th place, the last one on this row. By the way, I know it sucks seeing Izzy go out that early, but you know what it is. Here is the phobia one. Now, considering Tyler, you know, they said go in the pin of chickens. He did that, yet he still fucking failed. So I don't understand why they booted him off when he technically got it. But you know who didn't get it? Courtney. Matter of fact, I'm willing to say she's been assing all these challenges, so why the fuck is she still in here? Duncan, you gotta stop simping. I'm assuming Harold and Tyler are probably against Courtney, and I can almost guarantee they're getting Katie. So that's 3. Now, who likes Courtney? Duncan. Who doesn't like Courtney? DJ. Which means it's up to Bridget and Jeff. I feel like Jeff may come over here just due to the fact of broship. Maybe. But I think Bridget would rather have Tyler than Courtney. So I think it makes sense to get Courtney out here. Which is good, because I hate that bitch. Moving on up. Alright, now this is Up the Creek episode. The one where, like, Izzy got duped. So someone obviously has to lose here. I'm gonna make it from Screaming Gophers. Now, the person that helped the most in Up the Creek on this team, I'm not too sure. Like, I know Heather, Beth, and Lindsay are all in an alliance. Or actually, you know, I know this is like terrible to say, but I don't see, besides plot armor, I don't see any reason why they just wouldn't go ahead and clap Heather right here. Like, I know it's obviously better if she made it all the way up, but at the same time, just for realistic purposes and doing what, you know, is best for Noah, I'm gonna say Heather gets out just cause, you know, her plot armor is bye-bye. Alright, so this is the paintball deer hunt. This is the one where they all just shot Heather, but because she's not here, they're gonna do this serious. And so I think Noah would be a deer along with Cody, Trent, and Lindsay. I don't know if she was a deer or a hunter in the first one, but they made her a hunter. That was fucking stupid. Lindsay is definitely a deer. Now for the deer on this, I'm gonna say Katie, Tyler, DJ, and Bridget. You know, I'm gonna add Bridget to this. So obviously this has the advantage having more people than the other team. However, these aren't really good deer, and from what I remember, DJ was an excellent fucking deer, and I think Tyler could be a good deer as well, along with Bridget, since she likes nature and all that shit. Katie, she might get her ass clapped. So I'm actually gonna say this team wins. But alright, so the deer that did well in this challenge were Noah and Trent, and maybe Lindsay and Cody fucked up. At the end of the day, Cody got mauled by a bear. Goodbye. Alright, so the next challenge is Hell's Kitchen, and since Heather isn't there to fuck it up for her team, I'm gonna say that don't matter, because Beth still has that cursed ass shit. Goodbye. No, in no universe does Beth get saved here. Alright, this is the Who Can You Trust one. Basically, this is the one where Courtney got pissed at Sadie for throwing apples at her head, but neither Courtney or Sadie is here, so this is like a brand new episode. And honestly, I'm just gonna replace Sadie going out with Katie. Bye-bye, pussy boy. Alright, so since there isn't Courtney here to dupe, because this is Extreme Torture, the episode where Harold did his bullshit with Courtney. What the fuck? Why did I just pick you up, bitch? I forgot where she went. Alright, so since this is the challenge where Harold duped Courtney, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm just gonna say that the Screaming Gophers loses, and it's mainly because of Trent. I want to say Trent did something to fuck up, but obviously him and Gwen are close, so they can't do anything. But Lashana is a realistic person. She's like, I like you, Gwen. I appreciate you, but I do not like Trent, so goodbye. I feel like Noah would do the same. And Owen probably don't really give that much about Trent or Lindsay. Goodbye. Alright, now this is where I believe the merge to have happened. Maybe. I believe so anyway. And yeah, I know we're not done with this road. Just give me a second. Alright, now the people who are coming back, I'm just going to go ahead and say Heather and Izzy coming back towards the merge. Alright, and just as normal. Now, this is the no pain, no gain one. I'm just going to say Lashana wins this regardless. And the person to probably do the worst. God, I know. Alright, so I'm not sure how well Noah would be here, but I don't think he would be like the worst. Matter of fact, I think DJ might actually become the worst at this one, which is sad, but I do think DJ would get out here in a challenge like this. Search and Do Not Destroy. This is where Heather kisses Trent to make Gwen mad, but there is no Trent to kiss. So I'm gonna say that since Beth is out of here, most likely Heather and Lindsay dissolved. Because with, Noah might be cause I feel like Noah would go to Lindsay and say, hey, Heather is a bitch, right? And I think Lindsay always knew that. It's just no one in the show kind of gave her that nudge she needed to realize it. And I think Noah would give her that nudge. So I feel like these two hate each other. So instead of kissing Trent, she kisses Tyler to make Lindsay really mad. And so they vote off Tyler instead. Just to find out, Heather was behind it the whole time. Just like last time. Alright, now this next one, Bridget just goes. I feel like that makes sense due to the... I feel like, the guys' alliance would vote off Bridget, most likely with Heather, just so she knows she's safe. Which means we have the final 10. Alright, Lindsay, you're always getting fucked by Heather in this challenge. I'm so sorry. Maybe for a different one, you'll pass this, but Lindsay gets fucked up because of the bike right here. RIP the homies. Alright, Hook, Lime, and Screamer. This is the one where DJ failed to survive the best. Because he survived the worst. But now, who do I think would survive the worst? Alright, so I'm gonna say Izzy, but just hear me out. Just shut the fuck up. So, the point of this is whoever survives the worst or does the worst job at surviving. So when Izzy hears that there's a killer roaming around, I feel like, obviously Owen did that bullshit with her this episode, but, at the same time, this may be changed. I'm gonna say, Izzy goes towards, the quote-unquote killer, just to fuck with him, just to realize, it's like the actual killer or whatever. And since she went to the killer herself and got metaphorically clapped, I'm gonna say Chris says that's the worst job at surviving. Now, I know that might be a stretch, but at the same time, you gotta admit, that does make a little sense. So goodbye, Izzy. Alright, this is Wawanakwa Gone Wild. This is the one where they had to get, the animals or something, I think, and where Heather got the booty dart. So I'm gonna assume Heather still gets the booty dart, which means she can't win, which means goodbye. No invincibility for you, so you lose. Because everyone votes you here. I don't see anyone who would be like, yeah, let's keep Heather around. Alright, so somewhere I think I fucked up. Because there's supposed to be one more person gone than there is. So I'm just gonna say... that Harold probably just gets it. I don't know where I fucked up at, but somewhere I didn't eliminate a person when I was supposed to. So my bad, Harold. I don't know what bullshit challenge this was, but you lost. Alright, Trial by Try It Harm. This is the one where, everyone is, in pairs of two, and they have to do certain things. And so I think the pairs would probably be Gwen and Owen, Jeff and Duncan, and then Noah and Lashana. And just for like purpose, I'm gonna say Noah and Lashana wins, because I feel like that'd be very enjoyable for them to win invincibility like that. Alright, in 6th place, so I know everyone's mad at Jeff, and this is the one where he got out. Do I think he would still get out here? No. Yes, he's super likable, but at the same time, I don't think Owen would vote out Jeff over Duncan. I don't think Noah would vote out Jeff over Duncan, so that's 2 votes right there. And if they just convince Jeff, that's, automatic 3, and Lashana would most likely go with the numbers, which means we're down to the final 5. Not too much difference, but just enough for it to be enjoyable. Alright, so everyone here is a dumbass, and they do that bullshit with Lashana. You know how it is. Very sad. Are we there, Yeti? This is the one where Duncan pulls all of his bullshit, but Duncan's not here to pull his bullshit. And so I feel like Chef would eliminate Owen here, because he eliminated Duncan due to personal reasons. I feel like he would look for more personal reasons and say Owen and say some shit like you ate all of the good food or you stole everything from the pantry and that's why you're eliminated. Good job, Owen. You still got far. Which means we have the final 3. I triple dog dare you. This is the one where they have to do a shit ton of dares. And since Heather is here, I'm gonna say they do this fairly. And honestly, out of these 3, the only one who didn't really do that many challenges was Gwen. And since there's no one here to pin all the bottles and dares on, I feel like it's just gonna her and she's just gonna fail. So I know like a double male final 2 isn't the greatest, but at the same time it's realistic. Noah and Jeff being the final 2. Now Izzy or Owen is here. And I don't know how exactly it would happen, but I know at some point Jeff would maybe fall, maybe get injured, or some bullshit happens where Jeff loses. Which means this is how I think Noah would win. I think Jeff might lose because he sprains his ankle or something. I don't know, or maybe his hat got lost and he went searching for it because it means something to him, because like his great-great-great-granny or gave it to him or some bullshit like that. Either way, here's Noah winning. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Have a good day.